Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And the cutback to the... And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
41 Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Kill. Turn up.
Now high. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch your slap. Check 24.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch the curve. 24. Check 15 up.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. We go work.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
59 Mike. Check 31. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch out. Check 54. 55. Ball try. Alert flare. Alert 3.
Watson just beating the play clock. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
54. Mike, check. 59. 55. 54. Kill. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 43. Kill. Check safety.
Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20, 10, 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it 21-8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 31.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Here's Miller. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, it's Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Watson now, throwing on third and long. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 42 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fat.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. Looking for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check. Motion. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. I don't think you got it, son. Check. 24. Check out.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Watson with a give to Miller. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On third down, Miller. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be...
That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 56 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
I'm going back to you.
And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
You gon' take. You got take. You got take.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Buying time to his left.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Fight on these two. Hey, Ripley. You're not ready. Kill him. Down top. Kill him. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Mahomes now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That one complete to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third down. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ringer, guys. 51. Exit. 51's the mic, boys. 51. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check three. Check. Lucky.
Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Target. The scene 6. Mike 51. Yeah. Go, Mike 51.
home's going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to Inigos Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them. Good and